into the woods tells of the wishes of our favorite fairy tale friends. There's Cinderella, her stepmother, her sisters Lucinda and Florinda, her father, and her mother who had died. Cinderella wanted to go to the king's festival and dance with the princes. There's Jack and his beloved cow, 5 magical beans, Jack's mother, and a giant who lives up the beanstalk. That one. Jack wanted to climb that beanstalk. There's Little Red Riding Hood, wanted to take goodies to her granny. She wanted help, but she was helped by a kind woodsman and was scared by a very, very bad wolf, which is me. A baker and his wife wanted to have a child. His father had arranged a witch by stealing some of her garden beans. In return, she had taken their new baby, named her Rapunzel, and hid her in a high tower. Of course, there are handsome princes and their attendants who are looking for Cinderella and Rapunzel. We hope you enjoy the story of them meeting in the woods. Once upon a time, in a far-off kingdom, lived a young maiden, a childless baker with his wife.
I wish more than life. I wish you might have a child.
The poor girl's mother had died.
You wish to go to the festival? You, Cinderella, the festival, the King's festival?
And her father had taken for her new wife a woman with 2 daughters of her own. All 3 were beautiful of face, but vile and black of heart. Jack, on the other hand, had no father, and his mother, well, she was quite not beautiful.
I wish my son was not a fool. I wish my house was not a mess. I wish the cow was full of milk. I wish the walls were made of gold. I wish the walls were clean. You foolish child, what in heaven's name are you doing with a cow inside the house?
Warm and burning, like just few milky-white needs produces milk.
It's a she. How many times must I tell you? Only she's can give milk. Like this little milk.
Cinderella's stepmother had a surprise for her.
I have emptied a pot of one filled into the ashes. If you can fix now in 2 hours' time, you shall go to the festival with us. must be taken to the market.
But Mother, no, he's the best cow.
She's been dry for a week. We've no food nor money and no choice but to sell her while she can so demand a price.
So Milky White is my best friend in the whole world.
Look at her. There are bugs on her gloves. There are flies in her eyes. There's a lump on her rump big enough to be a hump.
But
Son, we've no time to sit and dither while her withers wither. And no one keeps account for a price. Sometimes I fear you're touched.
Why did you let me get
Yes, sir, have your way. I saw you to ask it, but you have a basket. Don't stray too late, and save some of those sweets for drink.
Cinderella called to the birds so that they might pick the lentils out of the fireplace and place them in the pot.
Here I found a little pear, Cinderella, can't you hide it with the hat? I know, she means me. Put it in a twist. Who will be there?
Tighter. Not that tight. Sorry, Claude.
As for the baker, he had lost his father and mother in a baking accident. Well, at least that's what he believed. He was eager to have his own family and was concerned that all previous efforts had failed, that is, until now.
Who might that be?
We have sold our last loaf of bread.
It's the witch from next door.
We have no bread.
Of course you have no bread.
What do you wish?
It's not what I wish, it's what you wish. Nothing cooking in there now, is there?
The old enchantress went on to tell them that she had placed a curse on the baker's father's home because he had stolen beans from her garden.
In the past, when you were no more than a baby, your father brought you and his young wife here to this cottage. They were a handsome couple, but not handsome neighbors. You see, your mother was with child, and she had developed quite an unusual appetite. She took one look at my beautiful garden and told your father that what she wanted more than anything in the world was greens, nothing but greens. Parsley, peppers, cabbages, and celery, asparagus, watercress, fiddlefrons, and lettuce. He said, all right, but it wasn't quite, because I caught him in the autumn in my garden one night. He was robbing me, really robbing me. Rooting through my rutabaga, raiding my arugula, and ripping up my rampion, my champion, my favorite. I should have laid a spell on him right there. I could have turned him into a stone, or a dog, or a chair, or a lots to spare. In return, however, I said fair is fair. You can let me have the baby that your wife will bear.
I
I
had,
will call it square.
I had a brother.
No, but you had a sister.
But the witch refused to tell the baker any more about his sister, not even that her name was Rapunzel.
I thought that I had been more than reasonable, and that we could live happily thereafter. But how was I to know what your father had also hidden in his pocket? You see, when I had inherited that garden from my mother, she warned me that I would be punished if I were to ever lose any of the beans.
Beans?
The special beans. I let him go. I didn't know that he had stolen my beans. Was watching him crawl back over that wall when bang crashed the lightning flash. And that's another story. Well, anyway, at last, the big day came and I made my claim. Don't take away the baby, they shrieked and screeched. But I did, and I hid her where she'll never be reached. And your father cried and your mother died. Well, for extra measure, I admit it was a pleasure. I said, I'm still not mollified. And I laid a little spell on him, you too, son. Oh, that your family tree would always be a barren one. Now there's no more fuss and there's no more seeds, and my garden thrives. You should see my nectarines. But I'm telling you the same that I tell kings and queens. Don't ever mess around with my greens. Especially the beans.
The witch punished the baker's parents by taking their baby girl and locking her far away in a high tower.
Listen, well, son, milky weight must be taken to the market. You are to fetch no less than 5 pounds. Are you listening to me?
Yes.
How much are you to ask?
No more than 5 pounds?
No less than 5 pounds.
Less than 5.
Headed outside, the house is getting colder. This is no time for dreaming. Chimney stacks starting to crack. The mice are getting older, the floor is gone slack. Your mother's getting older, the mother's not back. And you can't just sit here and sleepy case. What shall I from day to day? I'll never keep the rules always so. In the woods, the time is now. We have to live. I don't care how. Into the woods to sell the cow. You must begin the journey. Straight through the woods and don't delay. We have to face the marketplace. Into the woods to journey's end.
Into the woods to sell a friend.
Someday you'll have a real pet, Jack.
A piggy?
Meanwhile, the witch, for purposes of her own, explained how the baker might have the curse reversed.
You wish to have the curse reversed? I'll need a certain potion first. Go to the woods and bring me back 1, the cow as white as milk. 2, the cake as red as blood. 3, the hair as yellow as corn. 4, the slipper as pure as gold. Bring me these before the chime of midnight in 3 days' time, and you shall have, I guarantee, a child as perfect as child can be.
Yes, hopefully. Thank you.
Go to the woods!
Our carriage waits. The festival. We must be gone.
Look what I found in Father's hunting jacket.
6 beans.
I wonder if they are.
The witch's beans. We'll take them with us.
No, you're not to come.
I know you're fearful of the bliss at night.
The spell is on my house. Only I can lift the spell. The spell is on my house. No, you're not coming, and that is fine. Now, what am I supposed to return with?
You don't remember?
The cow is white as milk, the cape is red as blood, the hair is yellow as corn, the slipper is pure as gold.
Reluctantly, the baker set off to fulfill the enchantress's demands. As for Cinderella,
The cow is white as milk, the cape is red as blood, the hair is yellow as corn, the slipper is pure as gold. The slipper, the cow, the cape, the slipper is pure as gold.
The hairs?
Into the woods it's time to go, with me beyond the way I know. Into the woods, but even so I have to take the journey. Into the woods, the path is straight, I know it while I do get down. Into the woods to rest the spell. To make the potion, without regret the choice is made, the test is set. Go to the woods without forgetting why I'm on the journey. Into the woods to get the fish, I don't care how the time is now. Into the woods
To sell the cow.
To get the money.
to make the potion. It is clear, the light is good. I have no fear, no one should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just woods. There's nothing to be afraid there. There's something in the gray there.
Into the woods without delay, be careful not to lose the way. Into the woods the hills we may be working on the journey. Into the woods to hear the name that makes it worth the journey. Into the woods to see the king,
To sell the
To
cow.
make the potion.
to get to burn, to make, to live, to go to the
Into the woods, into the woods, into the woods, and out of the woods.
Now we go
Dark.
Cinderella had planted a branch at the grave of her mother and visited there so much and wept so often her tears had watered it to become a handsome young tree.
I think I remember time, mother dear, when we were living with you. Why then am I left behind, mother? Is there something more that I should do? What is wrong with me, mother? Something must be wrong. I wish.
What child specify? Opportunity is not picture and good fortune. Like that can fall when least expected.
Do you know what you wish? Are you certain what you wish is what you want? If you know what you want, then make a wish. Ask the tree, and you shall have your wish. Silver glimmer on tree, silver glimmer diamond. I will never wish.
Quiet. Silence everywhere, Milky White. Not to my liking.
Hello, Jack.
How do you know my name?
When first I appear, I seem mysterious. But don't explain, I'm nothing serious.
Say that again?
On your way to the market? You might have been there long ago. Are you taking your time, Jack?
No, sir.
Is that the truth?
Well, you see now,
How much are you asking for this animal?
no more than 5 pounds.
5 pounds? Jack, why such a sum?
Well, my mother told me.
Your mother. Why, a boy your age, You'd be lucky to exchange it for a sack of beans.
Come along, Milky White. There are spirits here.
No Red Riding Hood was sticking to the woods on the way to your grandmother's house.
Good day, young ladies.
Good day, Mr. Wolf.
Whither away so hurriedly?
To my grandmother's.
And what might be in your basket?
Bread and wine so grandmother can ask for good to keep her strong.
And where might your grandmother live?
I live quarter way further away, pastures under a creek like oak tree.
Look at that flesh, pink and plump. Hello. Tender and fresh, not one lump. Hello. This one's especially lush, delicious. What's your rush? Your small flower. Hours, take your time.
Not the way of being a slave.
Hello, little girl. Sing sweetly. This the birds completely. You're traveling so fleetly. Grandmother first and Miss Plum. What a delectable couple. Utter perfection, one brutal, one supple, one moment happy. But so little girl, any path, so many worth exploring. One would be so boring. Look what you're ignoring. Those crisp, aging bones, then something fresh on the palate, then something scrumptious, chord melody twice in one day. There's no possible way to describe how you feel when you're talking to your meal. Goodbye, young lady. And hello. Ow! Anyone becomes that little girl?
Who cares about the little girl? Get the cake.
What? I can't just take a little girl's cake. Oh, you frighten me.
There's the cake. Go and get it.
I can't just take it from her.
You go up to the little thing and just take it.
Why don't you take it?
If I could, I would. But I can't. Oh, my Rapunzel, listen to her music. Get me what I need. Get me what I need.
Oh, this is ridiculous. I'll never get that red cow or purple. No, there was no purple. The gold cow or the slipper. Oh. What are you doing here? No, you have no business being here. You would be probably out of your mind.
I'm trying to help.
No, the spell is on my house. Only I can lift the spell. The spell is on my house. Hello there, young man. Hello, sir. What might you be doing with a cow in the middle of the forest? Well, I was headed to the market, but I seemed to lost my way. Yeah, what were you planning to do there, huh? Sell my cow, sir, no less than 5 pounds. Where am I supposed to get such money?
She must be generous enough to fetch 5 pounds.
Yes, ma'am.
And if you cannot fetch that sum, what are you planning to do?
Well, I suppose I hadn't thought about it.
Ah,
I guess my mother and I would have no food to eat. Well, here's the sum total.
beans. Oh, well, we mustn't give a ball of beans. Well, if you feel we must, beans will bring you good.
Beans in exchange for a cow?
Well, these are no ordinary beans, son. These beans carry magic.
Magic? What kind of magic?
Tell me.
Magic defies all description.
Well, my mother said
You would be lucky to exchange them for a sack of beans.
Well, we have 6.
No, only 5. We must give up all our beans. We must save one for ourselves. Besides, I'd say these beans are worth £1 each at the very least.
Pound each. Very well, sir. I accept your offer. Can I buy my coat back someday? Possibly. Well, there. Good luck there, young man. I guess this is goodbye, old pal. You've been a perfect friend. I hate to see us part, old pal. Someday I'll buy you back. I'll see you soon again. And I hope that when I do, you won't be on a plate. Harry, take the cow, go home.
I was trying to be helpful.
5 beans, you got it straight. No, we have no reason to believe that them little beans are magic.
Oh, please. No one would have given him more for this creature anyhow. Besides, we did him a favor. At least they'll have some food.
5 beans worth of food? Would you please go home?
Do we want a child or not?
Oh,
There are rights and wrongs and in-betweens, sweet misfortune and dreams.
All the rest of it is chat.
look, she's crying.
If the thing you do is pure in intent, if it's mentioned it's just a little bit, doesn't matter.
Yeah?
No, what matters is that everyone tells time flies. What's important really is the size. For the three we try, so we'll have our prize. If the end in sight, don't realize. If the end is right, then just the sign.
No.
And so the baker continued his search for the cape as red as blood. As for Rapunzel, the witch was careful not to lose this beauty to the outside world, and so locked her within a doorless tower deep within the woods. When the old enchantress paid a visit, she called forth.
Rapunzel, let down your hair to me. You're a blessing. You know where they are. Something so distressing, though, is when they keep you guessing. So be sure you don't leave any door ajar. Make a little world. Is big enough for me? Our little world is all it needs to be. Brushing my hair, combing my hair, only my mother is behind my hair. Our little world is perfect. She just didn't rule. Rapunzel, let down your hair to me. Rapunzel? Look at her complexion, still untouched by the sun. Children need protection just the way they need affection, or they wonder and they wander and they run from your little world, from your little world. I have to our little world is everything a world ought to be. Washing my hair, tending her hair, drying my hair, looking her,
her turn. All our little world is perfect and all enough for me. Our little world, growing my hair, braiding my hair. What do I care what they're doing out there? If what was growing was only her hair and not her. Our little world is perfect. Our little world is perfect.
Her cry was heard by a passing prince, who fell in love with the beautiful maiden at first sight.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, what a beautiful name. Beautiful and fit for a prince. Tomorrow, before that horrible witch arrives, I will stand below her power. Ask her to let her hair down. To me.
Hello, little one.
Hello.
Have you saved any of them sweets for Granny?
I ate all the sweets and half the bread.
Where'd you get this cake? I so admire it.
Thanks, my grandma made it for me.
Geez, I like having a cake like that.
You look pretty foolish.
Okay, let me just try it.
Oh, I don't know what I do for my cake. Please give it back.
Forget the little girl and get the cake.
Please give it back.
I need it badly. I just wanted to make sure you really did love this cake. Now go to your granny's and don't encounter any wolves.
I'd rather a wolf than you any day.
If you know what you need, then you go and you get it, then you take it. Do I want a child or not? It's a cloak. What's a cloak? It's a joke. It's a stupid little cloak. Things are what you make it, so you take it. Things are only what you need them for. What's important is who needs them for.
And so the baker, with newfound determination, went after the little girl with the red cake. As for the little girl, she was surprised to find her grandmother's cottage door standing open.
Oh dear, how uneasy I feel. Perhaps it's all the sweets I've eaten. Good day, grandmother. My grandmother, you're looking very strange. What big ears you have.
Better to hear you with, my dear.
And my grandmother, what big eyes you have.
Better to see you with, my dear.
And my grandmother, what big hands you have.
Better to hug you with, my dear.
And my grandmother, what terrible big wet mouth you have.
Better to eat you with.
And no sooner had the wolf said this than he was devouring the little girl.
Well, it had been a full day of eating for the both of them. The wolf, with his appetite appeased, took to his bed for a nice long nap. The baker, passing grandmother's house in the woods, wondered how his baked goods had been received by Granny.
Geez, that Granny has a loud snore. Wonder where that little one's at right now. Eating, no doubt. Or eating. Grandmother, what's this cloth doing in the... It's the cake. I'll get it.
The baker slipped the wolf's belly, little that and her grandmother.
Ugh, how dark and dank it was inside that wolf.
What shall we do with him? This evil must be destroyed. Go fetch some great stone and we'll fill him up with it and watch him try and run away. Ugh.
I will leave you at your task.
Wait, don't you want the skin?
No, I'm good.
What kind of a hunter are you?
I'm not a hunter, I'm a baker.
fly straight ahead, not to lay or be misled. I should have heeded her advice, but he seemed so nice. And he showed me things, many beautiful things that I hadn't thought to explore. They were off my path, so I never had dared. I had been so careful, I never had cared. But it made me feel excited, well, excited and scared. When he said, come in with that sickening grin, how could I know what was in store? Once his teeth were there, till I really got scared. Well, excited and scared. But he drew me close and he swallowed me down a dark, slimy path full of secrets that I never want to know. Everything familiar seemed to disappear forever at the end of the path. Was granted once again, so we went till you came and set us free, and you brought us to the light, and we're back at the start. And I know these now many valuable things that I hadn't known before. Do not put your faith in a cape and a hood. They will not protect you the way that they should. And take extra care with strangers. Even flowers have their dangers. And the scary is exciting. Nice is different than good. Now I know, don't be scared. Granny is right, just be prepared. Is it nice to know a lot? And a little bit not. Oh, Mr. Baker, you saved our lives. Here.
Are you sure?
Yes, I thought it'd keep me safe, but it didn't. And perhaps Gran can make me a new cape from the skin of that wolf.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Now the baker, with the second item in hand and feeling braver and more satisfied than he had ever been, ran back into the woods. As for the lad Jack, he returned home without Milky White and with a handful of beans.
Only a goat would exchange a cow for a handful of beans.
Oh, Mother.
To bed, it is no supper for you.
Little did they know that those beans would grow into an enormous stalk reaching into the heavens. Swinging from his bedroom window, Jack climbed the stalk, found the giant's castle, stole his treasure, and escaped back down the stalk, hands full of gold.
Oh, Liz, are you alright? Yes, oh yes, I just need to catch my breath. What a beautiful gown you're wearing. Why, thank you. Have you been to the King's Festival? Why, yes. Oh, aren't you the lucky one? Whatever are you doing at the woods at this hour? I think I'm coming.
Have you seen a beautiful young lady in a ball gown?
I don't think so, sir.
Wait, I think I see her over there.
Oh, she may have gone this way.
Oh, I've never liked royal before. Oh, thank you. Now, if the prince were looking for me, I certainly wouldn't hide. Well, what are you doing here and with a cow? Well, my husband's off in the woods somewhere. He's been doing a spell. Oh, ooh. Yes, and the prince, what was you like? Yes, and? No, the prince. Oh, the prince. Yes, the prince. Is that all? Did you dance with the charming? Please say that he's charming. Yes, and? No, the prince. Oh, the prince. Yes, the prince. Has charm for the prince. Yes. I don't need a white ring, and it's so very strange. Are you attend the King's Festival tomorrow, Zane? Perhaps. Perhaps. To be pursued by a prince. All that pursues me is tomorrow's bread. But I wouldn't give your shoes. Look at that enormous vine growing next to that little cottage over there. I mean, it looks like a giant beanstalk rising into the sky. It's pure as gold. I must get home. Wait, I need your shoes. No. Hey, come back here. Oh, or open your mouth.
The difference between a cow and a bean is a bean can begin an adventure.
Sloth-tipped spoons don't hold much soup.
Pretty in the flower, farther from the pack. Closer to the family, they're closer to the wine.
One midnight gone.
The mouth of the wolf not the end of the world.
Sir, it is not just a dog to a prince.
Opportunity is not a lengthy visitor. You may know what you need, but to get what you want, better see that you keep what you have.
One midnight gone.
Sometimes the things you most wish for.
One midnight gone. One midnight gone. One midnight gone. One midnight gone. Into the woods. Into the woods. Into the woods and out of the woods long before.
Perch giants in the sky. The big tall terrible giants in the sky. When you wake high, you look below at the world you've left and the things you know. Little more than a glance is enough to know just how small you are. When you're way up high and you're on your own in a world like none that you've ever known, where the sky is flat and the earth is strong, you're free to do whatever pleases you, exploring things you'd never dare, 'cause you don't care when suddenly there's a big, terrible giant at the door. A big, tall, terrible lady giant sweeping the floor. And she gives you food and she gives you rest, and she treats you like you're the very best. And you now know things that you've never known before. Not till the sky. After just you made a friend and all, and you know she's big, but you don't feel small. Someone bigger than her comes down the hall to swallow you for lunch. And your heart is lead and your stomach stone, and you're really scared being all alone. Instead that you wish for the world you've known and the little you've left, and before you go and the fun is done, you steal what you can and run. And you scramble down and you look below, and the world you know begins to grow. The house and your mother at the door. The roof, the house and the world you've never thought to explore. And you think of all of the things you've seen, and you wish that you could live in between. And you're back again, only different than before. After the sky, there are giants in the sky. There are big, tall, terrible, awesome, scary, wonderful giants in the sky. Good fortune, sir. Look what I have. 5 gold pieces.
5 gold pieces?
I have more, but my mother made me surrender them. She gave me these 5 to do as I please.
Ah.
Now where is Milky Way?
She's back home with my wife.
Let's go find
Wait,
her.
I don't know how much to sell.
But you said I might buy her back.
Well, you know how it is. It's just the 5 gold pieces. You know how it is. It's just the hard times, and it's just not enough, you know.
5 gold pieces. Do you wish for more money?
What?
More money, eh?
What?
This?
No,
I'll take
I
more.
didn't say. Oh, I could buy myself a new boat. I could buy bathing supplies for an entire week. Could you buy yourself a child?
Who are you?
When first I appear, I seem delirious. But would explain nothing serious.
I don't
Buy
understand.
yourself a child?
I don't understand, old man.
Exactly. How badly do you want a child? 5 gold pieces, 10, 20?
Well, I haven't really thought to put a price on it.
Exactly. You have not thought about a lot. Now have you, son?
Well, hey, give that back. That ain't yours.
Nor is it tax. The money isn't what's important. What's important is your wish to be the owner.
Hey, give that back.
have a cake.
Yes, I have the cake. I have only 2 of the 4 objects to give.
3.
2. I have the cow, and I have the cake.
You have the cake?
What have you done with the cow?
She ran away before I could now. I've been searching for her all night.
Are you kidding me? I never should have entrusted her with you. Very disappointed.
She could have easily have run away from you.
But she didn't.
But she could have.
But she didn't.
But she could have.
But she didn't.
Who cares? The cow is gone. Get her back.
Oh, okay. Here, why don't you, there's a cake. Why don't you take a cake? Why don't you keep it?
I don't want to touch that. Wolves have you no sense. She calls me. Listen to her. Get me what I need. Get me what I need.
No, I don't like that woman.
I'm sorry I lost the cow.
Yes, and I shouldn't have yelled. Now, you just go back to the house and then we don't have to yell about nasty witches, little boys, hungry little girls, and cowboys and cows running around in the forest. Now go!
Ah, there you are, dear brother. Father and I had wondered where you ran off to.
I've been looking for her.
Her?
Yes, the beautiful one I danced with this evening.
Well, where did she go?
Disappeared like a fine morning mist.
I have to confess, I too have found myself a maiden. She lives here, in the woods.
In the woods?
Yes, in a tall tower. 2 leagues due east from here, beyond the grassy knoll.
And how do you manage a visit?
I stand below her tower and I yell, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair for me. She lets down this long, beautiful hair, yellow as corn.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, you just only fool. What kind of name is that?
Well, she's as true as your maiden, a maiden running from a prince. None would run from us.
Yet one has. Did I abuse her or show her disdain? Why does she run from me? If I'm to lose her, how shall I regain the heart she has won from me? Agony beyond power of speech, when the one thing you want is the only thing out of your reach.
I in her tower, she sits by the hour, maintaining her hair. Blithe and becoming, and frequently humming a light-hearted air. Agony, far more faithful than yours. When you know she would go with you, if there only were doors.
Agony, oh the torture they teach.
What's as intriguing,
Or half so fatiguing as what's out of reach. Am I not sensitive, clever, well-mannered, considerate, passionate, charming, as kind as I'm handsome, and heir to a throne?
what everything maidens could wish for?
Then why no?
I know,
The girl must be mad.
you know nothing of madness. Till you're climbing her hair and you see her hearing her all while hearing her agony.
Misery, although it's different for each, always 10 steps behind,
Always 10 feet below.
and she's just out of reach. Agony that can cut like a knife. I must have her to wife.
Now, get the hair.
Excuse me, young woman. Have you encountered a boy with carrot-top hair and a sunny, though sometimes vague disposition, answering to the name of Jack?
Not one partial to the white cow.
He's the one.
Have you seen the cow?
No, and I don't care to ever again. Children can be quite difficult with their animals. You'll have to watch out for that with your children.
I have no children.
That's okay, too.
Well, I'm sorry, very sorry. But I have not seen your son today.
I hope he didn't go crawling up that beanstalk again. Quit while you're ahead is what I say. Jack! Jack!
Boo! Chomp chomp boo! Milky White, moo! Looking for your cow? Where did you find her? I don't even. Where? Hello?
What are you doing here?
I'm here to make amends.
Stay out of this, old man. You've caused enough trouble already.
I'm here to see that your wish be honored.
Get out of my path!
Now let's see. If this is a grassy knoll, then that must be the house. Well, I sure hope there's no witches to be encountered here. Rapunzel, let down your hair to me.
Is that you, my prince?
Yes. Yes. Excuse me for this. I got the hair. Oh my goodness, you do take plenty of spills now, don't you?
It's these slippers. They're not suited for your surroundings.
Actually, they're not more suited for dancing either. I'd say these slippers are as pure as gold.
Yes, they're all you can wish for in a baby.
What I would give for just one.
Well, one's not likely to do much good.
But was the ball as wonderful as last weekend? Oh, it's still a nice ball. Yes, and we have hearts and marshmallows. So the prince.
Oh, the prince.
Yes, the prince. Oh, two. I'm afraid I was right. Oh, half. Now I'm being pursued. And I'm not in thunder. He must have really taken a liking to him. Yes, but I have no experience with princes and castling down and such. Oh, nonsense. Every girl dreams of such things.
Over there.
Let's go. Wait, I need your shoes. No, I need to have a child. I need to go.
Where did she go?
Who?
Don't play the fool, woman.
She must have come back here.
You mean the beautiful young lady?
Yes.
She went down there. I was trying to pull it through for you.
Well, I can catch my own damsel, thank you.
Yes.
Where did he go?
Who?
The prince, of course.
Oh, he went that way. But you'll never catch him.
And we would have come if that man with the old cow hadn't been in our way.
That was one of the worst looking.
Let me try to carry your cord.
No!
What are you doing here?
I see you have a cow.
Yes, I have a cow and I have a pig. I only have 2 more left to get.
One.
2? Yeah, I only have a pig.
Compare this to your corn.
Where did you find it?
I pulled it from a maiden in a tower.
3!
And I almost had a fourth, but she ran away.
Oh, yes. Surely by then we can get the other slipper.
We? You mean you'll allow me to stay?
Well, I suppose it'll take the 2 of us to get this done. It takes 2. I thought 1 was enough. It's not true. It takes 2 of you. It's no good. When the journey was rough, you came through. When there's 2 of us, it takes care. It takes patience and fear and despair to change. Though you swear, you can tell if you do. It takes 2.
There's something about us, not just survive. You're walking in the woods, and all that years, it's forever, but then again, you're catching it, turning the
because I'm becoming aware of us as a pair of us, accepting a share of what's there we've changed. We're strangers, I'm meeting you in the woods. Who minds what dangers I know to pass the woods. And once we're past, let's hope the changes last. Beyond foot, beyond fishes and slippers and hoods, just the two of us beyond lies. Safe at home without hearing a cry. Just the few of us. It takes trust. It takes just a bit more and we're done. It takes 4, no 2, not 3. We need 1. It takes 2. Stop that hen. Oh, Providence, Milky White, the owner's in my hen.
Look at this hen just laid for me.
The golden egg. I've never seen such an egg.
You see, I promised you more than the 5 gold pieces I gave you.
5 gold pieces?
Now I'm going to take back my cow.
5 gold pieces?
I never said I would sell.
You took the 5 gold.
You took 5 gold pieces?
I didn't take. He gave it to me.
Where are the 5 gold
Bill.
pieces?
There was a mysterious man, okay?
You said I could have my cow.
Hey,
Milky White, he's dead.
Wanting a ball is not wanting a prince.
Still isn't here, maybe better than far, but still isn't there.
The ball.
So near, so far.
You can never love somebody else's child
2 midnight's gone.
the way you love
So near,
your own.
The prince.
so far.
The greatest prize can often lie at the end of the thorniest path.
2 midnight's gone. 2 midnight's gone.
go, you must go to the village and search for another cow.
And what do you suppose I used to purchase this cow?
Here. Helen's magic.
A bean? No one with a brain larger than this is going to exchange a cow for a bean.
Then Helen's magic.
Steal it? Just 2 days ago you were accusing me of exercising deceit and purchasing a cow.
Fine. Then resign yourself to a personal, childless life.
All right. I feel best if you go in search of the cow, as I made it with the golden slipper these previous nights, and I think I might succeed in winning one of her shoes.
Fine.
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 That's simply fine.
Fine.
Unfortunately for Rapunzel, the witch discovered Rapunzel's affections for the prince before she could spirit her away.
Children should listen. What were you not to do? Children must see
No!
and learn. Why could you not obey? Children should listen. What have I done to you? What would you have me be? Handsome like a prince. I embarrass you.
No!
Yes, you are ashamed of me.
No!
You are ashamed of me. You don't understand.
It was lonely atop of that tower.
I was not company enough.
I'm not a child anymore. I wish to see the world.
Don't you know what's out there in the world? Someone has to shield you from the world. Stay
me protection, and yet you disobeyed me. Why did you not tell me you had a visitor? I will not share you, but I will show you a world you've never seen.
No, Mother, no! No!
When is a white cow not a white cow? I don't know. Leave me alone. Haven't I left you alone long enough? Your questions make no sense, old man. Don't. Need another cow? Hold on. What a beautiful cake.
Stay away from my cake. I'll slice into 1,000 bits.
I don't want it. I was just admiring it.
My granny made me this cake from a wolf that attacked us, and I got to skin the animal. And best of all, she gave me this knife for protection.
Oh, cool. Well, look what I have. A hen that lays golden eggs.
I don't believe that egg came from a hen. Where did you get that egg?
I stole it from the giant's kingdom way up there. And if you think that's something, you should see the harp the giant has. It plays the most beautiful tunes without you even having to touch it.
Of course it does. Why don't you go back into the kingdom and bring it back and show me?
I could.
You could not.
I could too.
You could not. I think you're a liar.
I'm no liar. I'll get that cake. You'll see.
Now, after having cast Rapunzel out off into a remote desert, the witch returned to surprise the prince. And as he leapt from the tower, the thorns on which he fell pierced his eyes and blinded him.
I can't see.
As for Cinderella, she returned from her final visit to the festival.
Better stop and take stock, understand and hear stock on the steps of the palace. All empty and lost, time to make a decision. Should I stay here because should I give that a thought? What would be his response? But then what if when you know I am, when I know that I'm not what he thinks that he wants? But then what if I'm down? What a place, what a vision. But then how can you know it's been hard till you know what you want, which I don't, so then which do you think? Where you're safe by the side of yourself, but that's what you saw. Well, when everything's quite what you know, then you'll never belong. And whichever you pick, do it quick, 'cause you're dying to stick to the steps of a palace.
Oh, no, please don't come any closer. Oh, please, just hear me out. We have nothing to discuss. You've attacked me once before. I didn't attack you. I attacked your shoe. I need it. Here's magic bean. A magic bean? Uh-huh. Oh, nonsense. Oh, please don't do that. I've already put up one shoe this evening, and my feet cannot bear to give up another one. Please, that means I should have a tie. That makes no sense. Does it make sense that you're ready for a prince? Under that. Here, take my shoes. Go faster, man.
Who was that woman?
Oh, I don't know, sir.
Lying will cost you your life.
Oh, I've done nothing wrong.
I got the cat.
And I've got the slipper. Now I have all of them. Give me
I will
that.
take this. Tomorrow we'll search kingdom for the man who fits this shoe.
Give me that slipper.
Hey, give her the slipper, and it will all come to an end.
What was that noise? Oh, just a bolt of lightning in a far-off kingdom.
Enough! How dare you go looking for the princess without me?
My apologies, sir, but we just saw.
Enough of what you thought. I employed a ruse to have the stairs of the palace smeared with pitch, and I managed to capture the other shoe.
Really?
That's what I thought, but it made a mess of all the other guests.
Well, I managed to get the other slipper.
Give her the slipper and it will all come to a happy ending.
Who are you, old man?
When first I appear, I seem delirious.
Oh, just please shut up.
Given the slipper. He seems to be a superior of sorts.
Thank you.
Either way, we only need one shoe.
Yes.
There's a dead giant in my backyard. I heard Jack climbing down the beanstalk, calling for his axe. When he reached the bottom, he took it and began hacking down the stalk. Suddenly, with a crash, the beanstalk fell. But there was no Jack. For all I know, he's been crushed by the ogre.
It seems to me there needs no need to worry. For if he is safe, well, then he's safe. And if he is crushed, there's nothing to do about that, is there?
Doesn't anyone care? A child has just fallen from the sky.
The third midnight is here. I see a cow as white as milk. I see a slipper.
Cape as white as blood.
Harry's tail is corn.
You have all the items, I see.
Yep.
That cow does not look as white as milk to me.
Yes, she is.
This cow has been covered with flour.
No, we did have a cow's white milk. Honestly, we did.
Then where is she?
She's dead.
Well, we thought you might prefer a live one.
Of course I would prefer a live one. So go get me the dead one and I'll bring her back to life.
You can do that?
There you are. I've been worried sick.
Mother, look, the most beautiful heart.
Oh, you've stolen too much. You could have been killed climbing down that beanstalk.
What's happening, Mother?
She's too heavy. Ah.
Milky White. Now I have two friends, a cow and a hike.
Feed the objects to the cow.
What?
You heard me. Feed them to the cow.
Okay. She died. It's not my fault. Nope. Okay, let me try.
Fill this.
I'll do it. She'll only milk for me.
Hurry, quickly.
Please hurry.
Squeeze, pal.
Wrong ingredients. Forget about a child.
No, wait. We followed your instructions. The cow is as white as milk.
Yes.
The cape is red as blood.
Yes.
The slipper is pure as gold.
Yeah, and compare this to the hair of that corn.
And I pulled that hair from a maiden in town.
You did what? What were you doing there?
Oh, nothing. I swear. I was only passing by.
I touched that hair. Can't you see? I can't have touched the ingredients.
The corn! Pull the silky hemp from the corn and feed it to the cow.
This had better work, old man, before the last stroke of midnight, or your son will be the last of your flesh and blood.
Son?
Please not now.
Yes, meet your father.
Father, I thought you died in a baking accident.
I did not mean to run away from you, son.
It's Harky.
She's Milky.
Yes.
We did it.
Father, wait. Wait.
All is repaired.
No. No. He's dead.
And so the old man died, and helped send the curse on his household. As for the baker, he never did get the reunion he wanted with his father, so he and his wife bewildered returned home.
The witch had her was punished with age and ugliness. That fateful night when her beans were stolen and the lightning flashed, was restored to her former state of youth and beauty. Milky White, after a severe night of indigestion, was reunited with the now wealthy Jack.
As for the prince, he began his search for the foot to fit the golden slipper. When he came to Cinderella's house, the stepmother took the slipper into Florinda's room. The stepmother took the slipper into Florinda's room.
It'll have to go, but when you're this way, you're such a light, you'll never need to walk.
The girl obeyed and swallowed her pain, and joined the prince on his horse, riding off to become his bride. The prince returned the false bride and asked the other sister to try on the slipper.
Why won't it fit?
Still, cut off a bit of it, maybe it will, and maybe it's better, and simple back.
The girl obeyed and swallowed her pain, but as she was helped on the horse by the prince, he noticed the blood trickling from the slipper.
Have you any other things in this household?
No, only a stunted little kitchen wench, which his late wife left, but she's much too dirty to be seen.
I insist.
When Cinderella presented herself and tried on the blood-soaked slipper, it fit like a glove.
This is the true bride.
I've always wanted a son.
Much to the dismay of the stepmother and her sisters, Cinderella joined the prince on his horse, riding off to become his bride.
And finally, as for Rapunzel, she bore twins and lived impoverished in the desert until the day her prince, wandering aimlessly, heard that voice so familiar that he went towards it. As he approached, Rapunzel, overjoyed at seeing him, fell into his arms weeping. Two of her tears wetted his eyes, and their touch restored his vision.
I can see.
I was going to come and fetch you as soon as you'd learned your lesson.
Who are you?
Don't you remember me?
Mother?
Please come with me and we can live as happily as we once were.
She will not go with you.
Let her speak for herself. Please come with me, child. You're the only family I know. You leave me with no choice.
Just take her.
As is often the case in these tales, in exchange for her youth and beauty, the witch lost all of her power.
When the wedding with the prince was celebrated, Lucinda and Florinda attended, hoping to win favors with Cinderella to share with their good fortune. But as they stood by the blessed couple, pigeons swooped down, poking out their eyes, blinding them.
Ashley, thank you for the slippers.
Then it all then now it always ends up hitting my boat.
And it came to pass, all that seemed wrong was now right. The kingdom was filled with joy, and those who deserved it were certain to live a happy ever life.
Ever after.
All the tenderness and laughter forever after. There were dangers and confusion, and tested crossings were something, disillusions, and they never lost their nerve. There's no right conclusion, and now within these
I was perfect. I had everything so pretty. I had power and a daughter like a flower in a tower. Then I went into the woods to get my wish, and now I'm ordinary, lost my